Welcome on back, everybody, and welcome to another 3-round mock draft. Today we're going to be doing the LA Chargers. My name is Absolute Illusion. You can also call me Colton, though. This is going to be a fun time. I have a ton of energy for some reason. I just got off of work a little while ago. We ended up getting sent home early because it's snowing like crazy outside right now. For any of you guys who don't know, I live in Minnesota. Huge Vikings fan. I wear a lot of Vikings stuff all the time, so if that wasn't obvious. But yeah, it's snowing a ton outside right now, so we ended up getting sent home because of the roads. They were a little bit worried about some people making it home. So I'm ready to go. We're doing the Chargers. The next episode, the one that'll be up on Wednesday, and which I'm probably going to record immediately after this one, is going to be the Minnesota Vikings. And I'm going to get to do my own team. And then Friday's episode, we're going to have a guest. We're going to have my boy, Mikey, which if you guys saw my first mock draft on the channel, that's who I did it with. My boy Mikey's one of my best friends. He's going to be one of my groomsmen in my wedding. He's a phenomenal person. If you guys haven't checked him out, please, please, please go check him out. He's literally one of the best people I know. He's going to join us for the Patriots on Friday because he is a New England Patriots fan. So we will let him hop in on it, make all the picks for him and everything like that, decide on what trades to take. But today, that's not what we're focused on. Today we're focused on the LA Chargers, who literally not very long ago literally just made a huge signing. They just signed, I forget is his first name, Corey or Cody. Cody Lindsley, I think is his name. It's either Corey or Cody. I can never remember sometimes with his first name. Corey Lindsley. Okay, so I was wrong. Corey Lindsley, the former center for the Green Bay Packers, has signed a massive 5-year contract, making him the highest paid center in the NFL. And he just signed with the LA Chargers. There has been all sorts of insanity today in terms of the tampering period, so whatever you want to call it, where players have been getting signed, not officially, obviously, because they cannot officially be signed, I believe, until this next Monday. Don't quote me on that. Don't remember for sure. But they can't be signed officially until free agency actually begins. But they're committing to different teams and whatnot. So there's been some big moves today. The Patriots have been chucking money at people. Been absolutely chucking money at people. There's been a lot of really, really great signings today. The Chiefs got richer signing Joe Thuney from the Patriots. So they've got a absolutely solid offensive guard there in him. So there's been all sorts of crazy stuff. So I'm kind of checking my phone here and there just to be like, okay, what sort of insanity has happened this time? Has new things happened? And something did just happen 28 minutes ago. The Las Vegas Raiders just are going to be signing pass rusher Yannick Ngakoue, who, for those of you who do not know, was a Minnesota Viking last year and a Baltimore Raven last year. He kind of jumped between the two teams because the Minnesota Vikings traded him. We ended up getting not very much back for him. Trent Williams is a big name people are talking about right now. There's been a lot of people who are trying to get a hold of all sorts of people, including the Bears, who are going after Trent Williams as well. Everybody's wondering what Trey Hendrickson's going to do, the edge rusher from the Saints. So it's going to be really, really interesting. I'm probably going to start making some videos on the channel about like big free agent signings, maybe focus on some of the people that the Vikings sign and stuff like that. Maybe make it a little bit more Vikings oriented. So we're not just doing every single team. It's going to be kind of tough. But obviously, if there's a big signing, I'm going to make a video about it, hopefully. I'm trying to work that all into the universe that I'm in, I guess would be a good word for it. I'm trying to make it as good, or I'm trying to do as best as I can with it. So we're just going to kind of roll with whatever we need to here. But we're going to start it off here with a 3-rounder for the Chargers here. Yeah, I'm just going to swap something here. There we go. Hang on, I got to fix this. All right, so obviously 3 rounds as always. We're going to set it on slow so we can watch it all unfold. So obviously offensive line is no longer as huge of a need for the Chargers. Obviously it is still a need because you need to protect Justin Herbert, your future. The reigning offensive rookie of the year, although I don't know if he deserved it. Trevor Lawrence goes there. Zach Wilson goes there. That makes all the sense in the world. Penny Sewell goes there this time. Makes a lot of sense. Trey Lance. So this will be, wow, it's Jamar Chase instead of Rashawn Slater. Interesting. Justin Fields goes there. That's a good pick. Jalen Waddle there. Makes a lot of sense. Patrick Surtain there. Makes a lot of sense. That should be Caleb Farley. Of course it is. This should be Rashawn Slater. It is. This, I don't know. Micah Parsons goes there. Okay. Interesting. And we are already getting a trade offer from the Chicago Bears for number 20, their 2nd round pick, and a 5th round. They want us to give up 13 and a 3. This is for 19. Their 2 and a 7 for our 1 and 3. And this is a 1, 2, 4, and 6 for 1 and 3. Wowza. Well, I'm going to decline both of these. And to be totally honest, I think I'm just going to stick here. I do like the picks that they have overall. I do like some of the players that are going to be on the board. Interior offensive lineman, again, is not as massive of an issue here for them. It is still going to be a need for them, but it is not as major of a need anymore, I don't think, because of Corey Linsley. Offensive tackle, still a definite need. Wow, the 49ers went with Mac Jones right there. You look at this, and Kyle Pitts could be in contention here if they do not decide to bring Hunter Henry back. I believe he's either on his final year of his contract or his contract is up this year. I don't remember that for absolute certain, though. Devontae Smith is here. I don't really think that you 100% need that, although he is a phenomenal player. I think that when you're looking at the draft board the way that it is, though, there is a player that I really like for this team. I definitely could have traded back, looked at somebody like Elijah Vera Tucker, looked at somebody like Tevin Jenkins. Definitely could have looked at Greg Newsome later in the draft, J.C. Horn later in the draft. But there's somebody on the board, and I think this is 100% a great fit for them because he is your starting offensive tackle, and that is Christian Darasaw. I love what Christian Darasaw brings as an offensive tackle. He is 6'5", 314. He is immediately a starting left tackle in the NFL. He's not as polished as, say, Rashawn Slater, and doesn't have as high of a ceiling as as, say, as Penny Sewell does. But he is an immediate improvement to their offensive line. Whether they actually want to play him at left tackle, which is where I think he fits perfectly in the NFL, or they decide to move him over to the right side, that is probably they need to focus on protecting Justin Herbert, and that is exactly what they do there. The Vikings go Samuel Cosmi. I will tell you right now that once it comes time, or the next video, I will more than likely be trading back with the Minnesota Vikings. Finally! It has finally happened. Trevon Moehrig has gone in the first round where he belongs. He belongs in the first round in every sense of what you're doing. He is that good. And thank goodness. I don't know if that's their immediate need. And the fact that Kyle Pitts is still on the board is absolutely mind-blowing to me. He should never be on the board. Why is he still on the board? Christian Barmore, Kyle Pitts is still on the board. Holy bananas, you guys. If there was an option to trade up and I knew that he hadn't been picked yet, I would severely think about it. Tevin Jenkins goes there. Wow. This would be, quite literally, the greatest draft any Jacksonville Jaguars fan could ever think up in their mind. They grab Trevor Lawrence, and with their second pick, they get Kyle Pitts. My goodness, that would be absolutely absurd. Greg Newsome goes there. I still like that pick. Greg Rousseau goes there, assuming that Trey Hendricks does not go back to them, which he will not be. That's a solid pick for them. Jeremiah Owusu is a solid pick for them there. We do have the option to trade up here, though, up to 32, but we have to give up our 2 and our 3, which I am not going to be doing. There's still multiple players on the board that I really, really like, and I am not going to be just giving them up for just jumping up that quick. This one, though, giving up 35, or jumping up to 35, giving up 47, a 4, and a 7. I still think I'm okay. There's still plenty of players on the board that I really, really like. Ooh, wow. This one I might not pass up. This is a phenomenal trade here. We're trading up 10 picks to 37, giving up our 47, giving up a 5 and a 7, but we're also going up in the 3rd round. You know what? I really like this pick. I am going to accept this pick here, and I'm going to grab exactly the player that I would have taken a guess that he would have fallen to me, just a little bit farther back here at 47. But I'm not going to take the chance that he's not going to be there for my team. And I am going to grab Eric Stokes right here. Cornerback out of Georgia, 6'1", 185. He's day 1 corner. He's going to struggle, obviously, as every corner does. But he is a phenomenal corner to grab in the beginning of the 2nd round. So I love that pick. Yes, we are giving up a 5 and a 7. But given the right pieces, this team could be immediately in contention to take a massive step forward and be a possible fringe playoff team this next season, I think. Just give them a couple more pieces here and there. I think that they are I think they are one of the, when you think of a team that is going to take that next step this next season, they are probably one of the front runners to make that next step. So our next pick should be at 70. I don't know for sure what I'm going to roll with here. Maybe another offensive lineman. Either that or we're probably going to maybe look on the defensive side here with like an edge rusher. Their defense is very, very, very solid. That is not where their weakness lies, but they can always use depth or rotational players at that. And I think there's a lot of really, really, really good ones in the 3rd round here. And there we are at 70. We did trade away 77. So we'll see who is there for us that might not have been there for us prior. And there is a player on the board that if he's there at 70, I will definitely think about taking him. There's actually 2 or 3 of them on the board I will think about taking. But we'll see who's actually there for us at 70. It's not going to matter if one of the players that we ended up wanting is gone. And we're up on the board. I don't know why it still says we need an offensive tackle, because we very, very, very clearly do not. We did just pick up an offensive tackle, unless it's saying we need another one, which I don't know why it would be saying that we need another one. So I think kind of the players I'm looking at here, I got Trey Smith, you got Josh Myers here, and then you have Amon-Ra St. Brown. Would give you that immediate next level wide receiver to pair with the very, very solid receivers that they already have. You could definitely look at linebacker here with like somebody like Dylan Moses. That's a very, very solid pick there. And you know what? That's actually the route I'm going to go. That's actually the route I'm going to go for them. Oh, man. Dylan Moses or Trey Smith, though. Dylan Moses, 6'3", 235. Man, this is a tricky one here. You know what? Mostly because I've picked Trey Smith a lot for a lot of teams. And obviously, if another team had picked him prior, he would not. There's multiple teams ahead of the Chargers here that I think would pick Trey Smith, And I think Dylan Moses will fit in very, very well. And it just gives you, if nothing else, if he's not a day one starter, which I absolutely think he could be, he gives you a phenomenal rotational linebacker to kind of do whatever you want with, and their defense just gets better. So you've given yourself 2 defensive players here, a corner and a linebacker, and then you've given yourself your future left tackle. Plus, you just signed your center for the next 5-6 years at minimum. So I think that was a very, very, very good pick for them. Who did they end up taking with 77? Okay, they ended up grabbing Ifeatu Melifonwu. I apologize if I said that wrong again. I am, again, terrible with names. So I apologize if I absolutely butchered that. We pick at 97 again, so we do have one more pick. Ooh, and there is somebody I like here. There's somebody I like here a lot. Oh, man, I really hope he's still there for us. Wow, Kyle Trask goes right there. And he is still on the board. We're going to grab Deontay Brown here, an immediate starting guard in the NFL. He's on. Wait a minute. No, that's not what I wanted. I was clicking on the wrong person. I was like 5'8" as an offensive guard. That doesn't make any sense. Why was that wrong? 6'3", 364, immediate offensive guard prospect. Definitely not a tackle by any stretch of the imagination. But we'll start at right or left guard for you. And we'll only get better the more that he plays. We did end up making one trade. We traded our second-round pick, number 37. Or, no, wait a minute. We traded our second-round pick, number 47, our third-round pick, 77, our fifth-round pick, and our seventh-round pick for 37 and 70, which we grabbed Eric Stokes and Dylan Moses. Both phenomenal players. We ended up with 4 picks overall. Christian Darasaw, we grabbed at 13. Eric Stokes at 37. Dylan Moses at 70. And Deontay Brown. You have just set up your offensive line for the next 6-7 years, and you have just guaranteed to protect your future in Justin Herbert. Plus, you've given your defense, you've given that cornerback room a very, very solid day one starter in Eric Stokes, who is going to struggle a little bit off the beginning, but will still be a very, very solid player right from the get-go. And Dylan Moses, day one ready linebacker in the NFL. Not the most explosive by any means or anything like that. And might struggle just a little bit off the get-go. But he will immediately step into the rotation as one of your linebackers, and will work his way into the full rotation maybe within a few weeks into the NFL. It really just depends on how quickly he can adapt to the NFL level. And as far as I'm remembering, linebackers out of Alabama usually don't have too big of an issue with that. But so I think that this would be a phenomenal, phenomenal draft for the Los Angeles Chargers. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, though. If you guys think this is a great draft, if you guys think I'm completely insane for drafting these players, make sure you guys hit the like button if you guys did enjoy it. Subscribe to the channel as well if you want to see more of this awesome content. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter as well for all the updates on the channel at Absolute Colton. Everything is down in the description. And with that, thank you all again so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.